One of the government's key coronavirus advisors, whose work prompted the lockdown, has quit his post for breaking social distancing rules.
A major threat to our TV channels and newspapers. It's expected we'll see the biggest fall in advertising ever, while many can't even pop out for a paper. I'll look at what's needed for media companies to survive.
Good morning. Restarting sport would lift the spirits of the nation. That is the government's view, as we learn more about how Premier League clubs plan to keep their players safe.
So they were music's most unlikely double act, but Captain Tom Moore and singer Michael Ball captured the nation's hearts with their version of You'll Never Walk Alone, which, you will know, reached #1 in the charts.
They recorded the song from their respective homes after Michael heard about Captain Tom's fundraising for the NHS. Now, as you can see, at a safe distance, the pair have met in person for the first time.
It is so lovely to see you. It really is.
And you, Michael, really, it's an absolute surprise. I never expect to see you out of the blue, and you've disappeared from nowhere. Thank you very much for coming. It really is my greatest pleasure.
Oh.
I never, ever expected to see you.
And the honours just keep on coming for Captain Tom, who has now been awarded a prestigious gold Blue Peter badge.
Ooh. Don't get many of them, do you? The badge is the highest accolade. People like the Queen, Sir David Attenborough and Mary Berry. I think David Beckham's got one as well. Only a handful are presented each year to outstanding individuals who are considered to be role models, inspiring the nation's children.
We'll start on the Daily Telegraph's front page story. As we've been reporting this morning, one of the government's key advisors on coronavirus, Professor Neil Ferguson, has resigned after he broke social distancing rules to meet a woman.
Show you the Daily Mirror suggesting the government has serious questions to answer as the death toll in the UK tops Italy. That means officially the worst in Europe.
Meanwhile, the latest figures have prompted calls for an inquiry into the UK's handling of the pandemic. The Guardian says it quotes the chair of the British Medical Association, who's described the death toll as concerning.
And BuzzFeed this morning reporting on an increase in the number of assaults on emergency workers during the coronavirus crisis. They've obtained leaked police data which suggests those assaults are up by 400 since March when compared to the same period last year.
So much is sort of riding on what the Prime Minister says on Sunday, because we know that he's going to make a speech, don't we? And, you know, we'll hopefully give indications of how we are going to get out of lockdown. And lots of the papers, you know, continue throughout this week looking at what might happen. And this is from the Mail, actually. Golf courses, tennis clubs and fishing lakes will be allowed to reopen, they say, next month. They say they know that. Ministers plan to relax lockdown restrictions so some outdoor activities can resume in weeks. And they're saying scientific experts believe it's harder for the virus to spread when people are outdoors. So you'd be happy about that if you get back on the golf course.
I cleaned my golf clubs at the weekend.
I'm having continual, because I can't go swimming, and you know I love swimming, and I'm now having sort of dreams about swimming. Desperate, but that's going to be
what happens in the swimming? You sort of dive in.
Well, I don't know if it's open water swimming. We might be allowed that. Maybe, I have no idea. I'm just hoping. Just
Which is
why
that announcement on Sunday is really important, isn't it? Because the meeting is Thursday, and then we expect the announcement to be on Sunday. Sean was talking yesterday, wasn't he, to the boss of Vauxhall. There's quite a few stories in the papers today about new car sales going down 97%. Have a look at this picture. This is, they say, symbolising the economic crisis gripping Britain. An old airbase, and every single one of these is a new car that nobody wants. £35 million car park. It's quite a picture, isn't it, this morning?